Have you ever gone on a cruise? I have, and I thought they were really fun. And I felt very safe on a cruise ship. But just this week, thousands of people were having a vacation of a lifetime. They were in the sun, having cocktails, endless ocean, and just one deck away, the unthinkable happened. A young woman, 18 years old, Anna Kepner, she got on the Carnival Horizon. It was for a week of freedom and fun, but instead, she was found dead in her cabin. A victim of a crime that unfolded while the ship and the party continued around her, and people were completely unaware. You know, when a tragedy at sea involves the FBI swarming the docks of Miami, well, you know this is more than just a routine medical emergency. This is a story of a vacation that became a crime scene, and the federal investigation into what really happened to Anna Kepner. Welcome to Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations. I'm Kathy, and before we dive in, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Hi, and welcome back. If you're new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button. But this story is pretty scary, to say the least. Anna Kepner was just 18 years old, and she was from a high school student from Titusville, Florida, in Broward County. Like countless others, thousands of others, she was on the Carnival Horizon for a week of Caribbean sun. They were heading to the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean. It's amazing. And it was supposed to be an amazing vacation, pure freedom, right? But somewhere between the ship's departure and its scheduled arrival back in Miami on Saturday morning, something went catastrophically wrong. We don't know the precise moment that Anna died. We don't know the precise moment at this moment of when she was last seen alive, sometime during the voyage. But the horrifying discovery wasn't made until the ship was nearing, or perhaps had already reached the dock to return.
We are learning more today about a Titusville teen who died on board a cruise ship out of Miami. I want to bring in Fox 35's Esther Bauer, who I know has been looking into this story today. And Esther, this is a story that's been getting a lot of attention on social media. What do we know about the circumstances and about this teenager?
So Anna's body was found in her cabin. Immediately, ship security was alerted, but the gravity of the scene quickly elevated the incident beyond their pay grade.
So we know she was a senior attending Temple Christian School. I'm actually parked nearby this school right now, and her car is in the parking lot as we speak, and it is just covered in flowers, balloons, just the principal, students, staff, teachers mourning this tragic loss. Anna Kepner is her name, and we're just seeing love pouring out online. She was a bright light, 18 years old, on a cruise out of Miami, and unfortunately did not make it back from that cruise. Now, unfortunately, details about how she died while on board, we don't have many. All we know is the FBI is taking the lead. Carnival has just told us that they are working to support the victim's family.
So imagine the scene in Miami that Saturday morning. Nearly 4,000 guests are pouring off the Carnival Horizon. Tan, relaxed, fun, taking pictures, grabbing their luggage, calling their Ubers, and planning their trip back home. But waiting on the deck were not just port authorities, but the FBI. The Federal Bureau of Investigations was waiting for that ship.
But the FBI is taking the lead. So what we can tell you is we spoke with some passengers that were on board this ship, and they told us that this all started on Friday last Friday around 11, they heard a medical call come over. And then from that point on, we spoke with the woman who was just two doors down from where this victim was staying. And she says that security started guarding that door from that medical call onward to when the ship docked on Saturday back at port. Now, this cruise passenger told us she really didn't think much of it. She thought maybe someone got sick. She never would have thought that someone ultimately died while on that cruise. This is a mother of a 14-year-old. So she's devastated knowing that this family, a local family in our community, lost their loved one. So a lot of questions still out there of how did this teen die, and we don't have answers on that quite yet, but we can tell you a community is grieving deeply. There is just a lot of sadness knowing that this happened. A vacation is supposed to be so much fun, and you never want to think about someone not coming home. The specific passenger that we spoke with, she said she's a little bit nervous about cruising moving forward. They're definitely not going to be booking a cruise, but she's really anxious for the authorities to really release what happened. So that's what we're still working to learn more about. But a school is definitely mourning the loss of this teen.
And family members have also released a statement.
ABC has released that statement, or has received that statement from the family. We have not received it personally, but they're also just grieving too. You can imagine you send your 18-year-old out for this supposed to be fun. You're seeing some of that vehicle, and then they just don't come home. So yes, family has spoken out. They are wanting to know what happened, and they're really just wishing what happened hadn't happened.
Gosh, a tragedy. Still a lot of questions at this point. Fox 35's Esther Bauer, we appreciate you joining us this afternoon and talking with us, sharing your reporting here on Florida Live.
When a death at sea suggests foul play, particularly involving a U.S. citizen, the complexity of international waters means the FBI takes over. Their presence is a massive red flag. It tells us that cruise line doctors and ship security could not handle whatever they initially saw. While thousands of people walked away, Anna's body and her entire cabin were sealed off. It was treated as a crime scene. The key card logs, any potential DNA evidence, and the condition of the cabin door. So we have to ask a question, critical question. Who knew Anna? Was this an isolated attack, or did the killer know her from before? Now, they have not released how she died, but there are rumors, many rumors out there. And one rumor that's incredibly chilling is that she was stabbed to death, rolled up in a sheet, and shoved under a bed. I don't know. That's not confirmed, but it's surprisingly telling that this has become a federal case and not just simply someone saying someone died on the ship. People die on ships. They have heart attacks. They have drug overdoses. But for some reason, this is getting a lot more attention. And you have to scratch your head and wonder why. So how could a crime like this occur on a ship this massive? Literally a floating city with thousands of cameras without a single witness reporting a sound? Or is there? So there is a darker theory, one that taps into the unsettling reality of cruise ship security and recent true crime fascination. Remember, did you watch the recent Netflix series that has gained so much popularity about Amy Bradley, who vanished from a cruise without a trace back in the 1990s? Did someone see a case like that, watch that Netflix series, and think just how easy it might be to commit a crime on the high seas? The complexity of international law, the delay in reaching the port, the chaos of 4,000 people disembarking. Is that possible? That someone got an idea, some horrible person got an idea from watching the Amy Bradley story? I don't know. It makes me wonder. So the perpetrator in Anna's case may have calculated that their crime would be dismissed as a simple medical emergency, allowing them to slip right past the authorities in the massive crowd. They didn't count on the initial scene being so compelling that the FBI was called immediately. So, was there a stabbing? We don't know. That is all rumored that I cannot fact check at this time. But it's out there and it makes you wonder. This is a case of a perfect sunny vacation that turned into a federal nightmare. Why? Anna Kepner's life was cut tragically short aboard a ship where the party never stopped. The FBI, well, now they hold the key pieces of evidence. Their investigation will hopefully bring justice, but the complexity of maritime crime means the answers won't come easily. What do you think happened in Anna's cabin? Did the perpetrator count on the chaos of the cruise? Let me know your theories and your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay updated on this case and others, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you then. Stay safe and stay well. I'm Kathy Brooks.